we picked up a phone call, kimuhadhara, and we didn't even see it was going this way. But it raises a lot of questions on the things that are happening within our families, and especially to young girls. Anyway, I want you to have a listen in case you missed it, and then let's unpack this situation.
So this creepy, tukawa watoto tukawa tunaenda shag Murang'a. Then hello.
Yeah, tunakusikia ulikuwa unaenda shags Murang'a.
So jioni tulikuwa tunalala hiyo saa 8 venye watu wengi mnaambia mwende mlale. Then there was this cousin of mine. Sasa tumedoze nikasikia kupis. Kamwambia nataka kwenda Lu. Ananiambia yuleta nikupeleke. So he's male, but at that time I was around 3. So I asked him, how unanipelekeaje my sister to the Lu? Akaniambia nitaingisha dudu yangu kwa sasusu yako and then you pee and then I'll take it. So until I was big ndio nikajua hiyo. But the fun thing about the creepy, there's these songs tulikuwa tunaimba, especially time ya chakula ikipikwa. So shikana mogizi ko nakula chapo na mawaru like that.
What?
Why would you tell us that story and move away so quickly?
Hey.
I'm not moving away so quickly.
Wow. This story is devastating. I felt it in my intestines. What?
Hello.
Ati, what happened with your kuzo bana? What's the story ya kuimba? What happened with your cousin?
He's still there. Though ana haso kidogo, analemewa, anarudi, but we still support him.
Did he used to do this to anybody else?
No, it was just the joke. I didn't give in.
Oh, you didn't give in?
No, I didn't give in. Niliona haiwezi, so nikaenda pili.
Oh, okay. Hey, ukomani stu hapo.
It's okay.
Hey. Okay.
Okay, have a good day.
You too, my dear.
You know, it may seem like we were laughing or are laughing about it, but it's not okay. And what concerns me the most is that for her probably to be able to take it so lightly, then it means it's something that's not particularly unfamiliar, you see? Because it's like, it was my cousin was just joking with me. I was 3 years old. 3! And I didn't give in. It was just a... it was just a joke. You know, it's not. Can you imagine, Kibe, at 3 years old, how are you thinking, okay?
But even her, she's sure she was 3.
And, okay, whatever age she was this was offered... This person even brought down the communication to her level. You see? I want you to see how despicable this person is. Has seen a child, vulnerable, and has brought, this guy is thinking it out, brought his mind down to see, how am I going to convince this young girl that it is okay for me to do what I am doing? He's thought about it. And imagine her, by some stroke of luck, or who knows how the situation goes, but probably this is the one scenario where it didn't go badly. And she was like, at whatever tender age, this is not right. And she said no, or she didn't give in, as she says. How many girls approached like that by an older relative, someone they are familiar with, someone they trust, would be able to discern that there's something wrong here? Not many, Kibe. It's not a joke. It's one thing when you're approached with sinister intentions by someone you do not know, a stranger. But this was her cousin. Wamelalishwa room moja, umesikia? Wako ushago. They've been put in the same room. Someone you trust. But have we gotten that bad, man?
Okay, it's not, have we gotten...
Has it gotten that bad? It's been?
It's been that bad. I tell you the stories people have, even grown-ups right now, if they were to tell you their stories about what happened to them when they were kids. The stories people have.
You're not serious.
This Chile is lucky it didn't get far.
That's the thing. She's lucky.
She's one of the lucky ones. But the stories people have of, especially, I don't want to say that, but it's a problem that has existed very much in central Kenya. And I know they're going to come for me, but that's the truth. Central Kenya has been the biggest culprit when it comes to these tabias of uncle and cousins defiling the young girls in the families.
What is it?
Yes. Somebody has to say it. They have done it. There's some men who've even done to their toys. I kid you not. In Western, it's not such a big problem. But here, central Kenya, here next to Nairobi.
Buddha, how common can it be, Kibe?
It is common.
How common can it be that we were picking up phone calls to give away goodies and we crossed this? We were picking up phone calls to give out good, and we got this call at 3 years old. My cousin tried to, when we were in Shags, all I wanted at 3. How common is this?
So nothing like this has ever even remotely happened to you?
Never. Oh, you guys engineer would burn down this country. But how common can it be, Kibe? That you're just picking up phone calls and you cross this?
Wait to hear the people who are going to call you. It's all going to be our names from Central.
Abu, call me. Has this happened to you? How common is this? 0711 046. Welcome back to the Morning Kiss. We're just about to hit 8:30 a.m. Trying to unpack a pretty weird phone call. Not weird, disturbing phone call we got this morning. If you're just joining us, my name is Kamene. He's Kibe. We got a call from a young lady who was hoping to win one of the goodies we're giving away. And in the midst of her telling a story that should have won her some goodies, she unpacked a very disturbing truth of something that happened to her earlier on. She says that when she was around 3 years old, when they were in Shags, her cousin made very inappropriate advances to her. You know, and she was 3 years old. And I'm just like, what is happening? So we put the question out there, how common is it? And how common is it, Kibe? As in, I'm seeing here, Munga Morgan, all the way from Dubai, is saying, it's very common in family gatherings.
It is a very common thing.
I'm like...
And it is so disgusting.
There's someone called Sarah. Sarah Bossy saying, I have a cousin who once tried to force kiss me when I was in Form 3. I thought it was all jokes just to understand later that it could have been bad.
Yeah, there's some jokes you don't... I've never tried to force kiss you, have I?
No.
There's no joke like that. You know what I mean?
You see, that's the thing. It's not a joke. And it's I find it so disturbing that these things happened at very tender ages, but it's only when you're adults that you realize, hey, sisi wote tulikuwa tunapangwa laini.
Now, the funny thing about it is,
Yeah.
I know this is what it would want to sound like that, but unfortunately, it's not just happening from the men. The defilement and all this stuff is happening too, but coming from both men and
Women. How common is this? Because the demeanor with which this young lady spoke, saying it was just a joke, I didn't fall for it, had me thinking, how many people have fallen for it?
Many of these things happen to you when you're at that young age. You never talk to anybody about it. You grow up with that story, right? Hoping one day that you'll unpack that story and tell people what really happened, right? So all these people have all these stories you cannot tell because you cannot go back to telling your mom, this thing happened to me when I was 20 years ago. So a lot of people have these stories and they're walking around messed up because something happened to them and they're unable to address it. Because as a kid, how do you go and say, this is what has happened to me?
Uncle Nani touched me.
Uncle Nani touched me. Auntie Nani did this.
Just give me a call. 0711 046 100. I promise, all I have is an understanding ear. Good morning.
Good morning, Kamene and Kibe, good morning.
How are you doing, my dear?
Kamene wa kawaida. Now, I'll tell you this, These things happen all the time. You know, there was a time in Christmas at Kamene, we used to meet kama a family. And then now I had this, so she, a girl.
She?
Sasa, we
he used hapo nje kulikuwa na bad cars, used cars, you get so I was young, hello.
Yes, we're listening.
Yeah, I was young. We would go kwa hizo gari zimeharibika, and then she would like, she was older than me. She would start touching my,
No.
and yeah, she would, insert akafinga nini.
No.
Najua unanisikia kwenye niko na ni sawa tu. I didn't know what was happening by then also. That was the first one. The other one, I think is a curse ilinifuata or something, was my stepbrother. The brother, see where to, like, the mom came with him. You get?
Yeah.
So every time I was in my room, he used to come and touch my two boobs.
No.
And namwambia we wacha. And then he used to force to kiss me. Sayo his mouth. Yani, the bad feeling. Yani una feel vibaya. The mouth is smelly. Blah blah blah. You get?
Are you serious?
He used to do these things every time. And then one time I told him I would tell my dad, but he has never touched. He's never touched. Haya, another time nilitoroka home because my dad wanted to beat me. Ila tu unatoroka, unataka kupigwa, unatoroka nyumbani for like, let's say kitu kaa 2 hours. Ilikuwa jioni, kitu saa 3. And then we had this gate man. Now this gate man, again, niko kwa hizo used cars tu, nimekaa hapo, I'm waiting, na panic kwenda kwa nyumba. You're getting? Now I was there, nikiwa tu nimekaa. This gate man came, and then he was trying also to do those sort of things, like touch me, force me.
Are you
those
serious?
These things happen. Mimi nitawaambia these things happen. Sai, as we are speaking kwa hii plot yetu, a guy Mkamba ameshikwa, ako ndani, alirape a 6-year-old. Na he raped a 6-year-old, imagine. Si mtoto wake, the mother came with the girl. Nona? Amemrape na ajamrape once. He raped first, then wakakaa chini ati na the mother. How can you sit down mtoto wako amerepiwa and then unarudia the guy, and then he did it again? Ndio sasa alikujiwa na mapolisi akashikwa.
Oh my gosh.
These things are happening. Na ni venye maybe sometimes we are young, we don't understand these things, but now when we grow older ndo tunaona haya, kumbe it was wrong, kumbe it was not supposed to be like that.
Where?
Yeah, please, these things are there. We need to address them. We need to talk about them each and every day. Wewe kama survive, you are not raped, at least ulishikwa tu kidogo, thank God. But if walifanya hiyo kitu, that's very bad.
Mommy. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, honey.
Very interesting insights about this story. Kibe, before we went into the music, you told me how it's not just women. There's both sides of the divide are being affected. Kuna msee hapa on the hashtag Kamene and Kibe, he's called Enoch. Enoch is saying, Kibe, clearly this is what is bringing disunity in most families. And I wonder how, if it's not something we're even addressing within the family construct.
And then who's to blame as well?
Yeah.
Menje, if something happens to you, please talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that it might not happen to somebody else.
True that.
Now, if this person has done it to you, chances are, hii ni tabia ako nayo.
Imagine.
Said wewe uko special, hapana, ni tabia yeye ako nayo, ni kitu ya amezoea.
Oh my gosh.
And they may be doing it even at the same time to other people. You wait. Women are staying in families and they're not talking about it. They know their husbands are evil.
And they're saying nothing.
And they say nothing. They know the husband is doing all sorts of nonsense. Because these people don't exist in isolation. These are fathers, these are brothers, these are uncles. These are aunties, these are people who are known to us.
Yeah. People are known and trusted to us. Very dear. You're sleeping with a wolf.
Sometimes even when a girl reports it, right? Because I'm telling you, I've heard this story so many times, that when a girl reports it even to her mom can even beat her. Tell her, never ever mention that story again. It never happened. Let's not talk about it.
Habibi, someone called Elmasha is telling me, it happens, Kamene. It happens.
It's a heavy discussion.
How
Nini
many
ya
times?
kusumbua?
How many times have we talked about something and given a phone number, and called don't come? I didn't even have to tell you to call me. You people are about to make my whole system crash. You cannot tell me it is happening that much. The number is the same.
Are you joking? They are
0711 046 100. We're 19 minutes away from 9. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning, my dear.
Sorry?
Hello.
Yes, hi, morning.
How are you doing, babe?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm shook.
Nabado. Imagine Nabado.
Talk to me.
Yeah, so I won't go into much detail because I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it happened twice.
What happened?
First, I was 3. I was being told that by my mom. I was 3, but just with my dad.
What?
Biological, and yes, he was cute.
Hey.
Your dad...
And then the other time it happened, I was around class 3, Shags Bado, but with a friend, Numa, I think, yeah, how, he's like this saying this stuff, and I'm small, so sielewi, but, in your head, it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So something just tells you, baby, run. So I ran, but it took me like 2-3 years to fully understand what happened and speak out. So the next time I went to Shag, I told my shosh, hey, baby, a few years ago, this and this happened, so obviously hell was raised.
And what about with your dad?
Nothing really happened, because my mom didn't even speak about it until when I was right now in my 20s. Then Ananiambia, hey, baby, this and this used to happen. So,
Where?
yes. It's a thing, and it affects you way later, but you just don't know how until you find out it happened, and then you go, oh, no wonder I act a certain kind of way.
Does it affect you as in what happened with your dad?
You never know. It was a generation, you don't understand. So it's something I'm still dealing with, because even worse, they divorced later, so see at Yuko anymore.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, my dear.
It's okay. You just pray, you just hope you get over it and it doesn't affect you and your future relationships. Because now, if you start doing all guys like that. Yes.
Okay, you're a very strong woman. You're a very strong woman.
It's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling, babe. Good morning. Hello.
Yes.
Niambie.
Sorry?
Hello.
Yes, Kibe.
Unasemaje?
Tuambie sasa.
I want to say this, These things are there, my friend.
Walai?
These things are there. I'm age 27, and I was brought up in Chicago. I'm a Kisi, by the way.
Yeah.
Na kuna hii wakati tuseme for example kama ni shule zimefungwa, alafu huwa mna your cousins au watoto yangu, alafu mnaletwa kwa boma moja. Then mnaambiwa labda kama ni ile wakati ya mavuno ya mahindi tuseme kitu kama hiyo.
Yeah.
Alafu mnaambiwa now I want you to help us. Alafu mnaambiwa labda utoe hii mahindi pande hii, muweke pande hii. Ukimaliza ndio hiyo labda chai hapa mauji mkunywe, alafu mcheze. Mkimaliza, what do you think will happen? Naingia huko hide and seek, wengine wako huko, wengine wako pande ile. At the end of the day, ukipata kuna mtu kidogo labda akili yake imekomaa kidogo, alafu anakushika, mnasimama mnaanza kuangaliana, Then at the end of the day, there you are. So those things are there. Mimi nishawaiona na okay, sitaki kusema nimeifanya, lakini hiyo kitu yenye nataka kuambia ni kwamba hizo vitu sipo. Na hata kwanza saa hii with this generation of ours inakuwa haraka. Hizo vitu siko.
My God.
Yeah.
I was not ready for this. I did not sign up for this. Sitaki kusema nilifanya lakini.
Imagine that.
Kiss, Kenya's #1 hit music station.